Well, family, we just got out of the ABS class tonight, and I think we did a good job in that for the night. um, I just like to say that when you're looking at the statistics on things, far as in um, how far a person has advanced, far as in courses, it doesn't mean because they're advanced, far as in going through the videos and applying things that they know everything. I mean, there are individuals in there that they're able to go through a lot of the videos and apply a lot of the applications, but they're still a baby far as in the questions. Okay? They may have a question that has not been answered, even though they've already went through the video and applied it, and they don't know. They just don't know. Okay? And it's not that the question would take hours to answer. It just may be just a clarification to know that I done it right. Because a person that wants to do things right, because I'm an A student all the way through elementary, all the way up into high school, and really in college. But my grades went down to college because I was working 2, 3, 4 jobs at a time. Okay, let's get that clear. I should have been a valedictorian of high school. So let's get that clear. That was because they didn't transfer my credits, which would have made me go over credits. Didn't know about racism back then, so they can give it to the white boy. But anyway, I should have graduated in the 10th grade with all those credits when I went back and started researching. But anyway, um, you have to be careful in understanding how you um, state things. You like I haven't seen you in the orientation, but then I go to the orientation my second or third time, and it's as if I'm already an old person. Well, if I'm already an old person, why would you even ask me to come to the orientations? So I think some people are dealing with more than they need at this time because they forget what they state or what they say far as in direction or guidance. And then when a person follows that direction or guidance is like, hey, this is what you told me to do. Now you now it's as if that's not what I should be doing. So some people may be overloaded at this present time and need help in areas. See, I see the ABS tribe growing so big that they're gonna need a morning coach, evening, afternoon coach, evening coach, and 4 coaches as far as on shifts. So the ABS tribe basically will be open 24/7. That's way down the line. That's what I see. I see the need of that because we have people from all over the world coming and studying at all different times. And then we only have a certain time that we have designated far as in asking questions, far as putting in applications or things of that nature. And they may be busy. They may have go to work. They may have to get their rest and things of that nature. So I see that coming down the road. So I understand those type of things. And I would like to say this as well. Under the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, we are to deal with our people in the most effective and correct way possible, regardless of the circumstances. That's even if you are not the teacher. You are to be you are to represent the most honorable Elijah Muhammad to the best possible manner, even as a student. So if you have problems or situations or difficulty factors with a person of authority above you far as in ranking, and you are not at that rank, you should be wise enough to understand that it's way bigger than you and that individual, and represent as a student, not as the teacher, not as the coach, not as the whatever you want to call it, as far as in an above rank. You are to represent yourself as the best student. See, people get entangled with titles, leader or boss or teacher, coach, and things of that nature. But when you go past the titles and being a true representative of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the student is just as important as anybody of above rank than you. Because when you can set an example as a good student, that says where you really are at far as in ranking. See, sometimes it's a trial not just for the student, but it's also a trial for the individual that's at an above rank than you. Okay? Let's say like this. The minister give a brother of a high rank an instruction to give out to other individuals. But the brother that give out the instructions to the other individuals don't quite do it right. But the students, now some of the students, because they knew he didn't quite do it right, go about it wrong because they didn't represent as a good student. But a good student that understand that he did not do it right, but represent as a good student and gets it done properly, far as in whatever it was, that's a beautiful thing. Just because a person of a higher rank or whatever, or a title that has been elected to that title for whatever reasons is in their position, don't mean because they're in that position that they're more qualified than you or of a higher rank than you. But God puts people in positions all for trials. Like when the supreme captain was not the supreme captain at the time. He was under Sharif. Even though he was qualified to be at that point, there were still things that needed to be tried out on both individuals. It's almost like a reflection of yourself. You want to be able to reflect yourself in the mirror properly. You don't want a mirror that is wobbled or broken or manipulated. When you look in the reflection of the mirror at yourself, and the reflection in the mirror is properly doing everything that you would do, that's beautiful. Now, the reflection in the mirror may be perfect, but the one looking in the mirror may not be perfect. But and by the mirror being perfect and the reflection of the individual looking in the mirror, the reflection of the in the mirror can show the one that's looking into the mirror where you off. But if you was to be off like the person looking into the mirror, the person looking into the mirror would not really get a clear picture of themselves. So what I'm saying is, regardless of the circumstances. This could be brothers, sisters. This could be at your job. This could be with your mom, your father. This could be with your sister, brother, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, niece, nephew, any of your well, I wouldn't say because they would be older, but anyway, long as you of the lower rank in whatever way a person want to see it in a respectful way is complete and perfected in how they go about what they're doing, it will bring about a positive result. And that's what the key is, to bring about a positive result, not just for the student or the person of a lower rank, but for the higher rank. By the student or the person of a lower rank, as far as whatever you want to call it, being perfecting themselves in what they're supposed to do, it's going to come out with a positive end result. Okay? For the perfection of what God wants. Okay? Somebody may look at you and you remind them of some bad experience they had. Somebody may look at you or deal with you and they don't like you for whatever reason. They may not get the right vibe off of you, whatever. And that's just what they get. But by you knowing what the bigger purpose of something is, it doesn't matter. See, I've never had a problem with, I don't care if it's the wickedest person on the planet. When I perfect myself in doing what I need to do, regardless if you on a higher rank or you the chief or supervisor, boss, whatever you want to call it, and I do what I need to do perfectly, so in the end, I get the results that I want. It's like how the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you'll find that you got them wrapped around your pinky because you did not fall for the negativity. You focus on what the main goal was. You focus on what was needed to be done, rising above emotion into the thinking of God and bringing about what God really wanted. So with that being stated, I hope that gave you something as far as information, as far as to help guide you in your path in future tenses. With that being stated, keep your heads up, stay focused, read. Peace.